Welcome back everyone to today's second video, and we're going to be looking at the weather for the next 10 to 14 days. This is the current central England temperature, and we are currently sitting at 14.7 degrees for September, which is 1.1 degrees above average. So we're just above average at the minute, and as you can tell, most of the year has been this trend, especially February. Except from June, which was bang on average. Thanks everyone for 450 subscribers, and we're going to get straight into this. Okay, this is the latest GFS midnight run, and this is the current situation. If you don't already know, high pressure is the yellows and reds, low pressure is the green and blues. We've currently got low pressure to the south, high pressure to the north and northeast, and we're bringing the winds in from an easterly direction. But this low pressure system here, little trough, is bringing some thundery showers to the country. We're going to run through this. So as we go through the weekend and into next week, we start to pull high pressure or retrogress it up towards Greenland. So it settles around Greenland just here, and that allows the trough to drop in, and it looks like we're going to go quite cold with a northerly wind just there. Let's see if this comes off. So it does. So we actually open the doors to quite a cold northerly wind, as you can see by that. Very, very cold for the time of year. Let's have a look at the upper air temperatures. Upper air temperatures are looking like this. So they're not too cold at the moment, but as you can see, we have got that cold air in the Arctic flooding downwards. Obviously, we're not going to get that yet because it's too early on. Right. As we continue, them northerly winds sort of die out, and the Atlantic starts to come back in with some high pressure pushing its way back into the country, and winds in from the west with that. As we get up to Monday the 30th. As we continue, we actually start to break that back down, and we start to try and introduce another northerly. But up to the end, we actually get high pressure strengthening to the south, and we got a mild and dry westerly direction by that point. So maybe a bit unsettled for the north, but quite nice for the rest of the country. Okay. This is the latest GEM run. So once again, we start off the same. As we go into next week, we get this northerly wind coming down. Maybe a bit of a westerly first with the GEM though, like that. But then after that, we do start getting the northerly wind setting in, as you can see. And that's a lot colder than the other one. The big trough, just here, we're getting the winds all the way down from around Svalbard there. Look at that, all the way to the north of Svalbard. Them northerly winds coming down from. That's very, very cold, isn't it? All the way from the North Pole with them winds. So let's have a look at the upper air temperatures. So once again, not too cold, but we've nearly got the -5 upper air temperatures into Scotland now. Let's see if we do. Yes, we actually get the -5 upper air temperatures up into down into Scotland. So that would might be some snow up there in the hills of Scotland. Wow. As we continue into around the 30th and into the start of October, high pressure strengthening. We've got the westerlies coming back in with that one. I can't draw properly today. We've got the westerlies coming back in with that one. Okay, this is the latest ECMWF midnight run. Once again, start off just the same. We get that northerly wind coming down like that. That's a very strong northerly. And all the way up to the 30th, we just start to break that down, as you can see. And up to the end, we've got the Atlantic breaking through. And it'll be wet, windy, and unsettled by the end of that run. Okay. these are the latest GFS ensembles for the next couple of weeks and up to the 7th of October. We're currently a little bit above average, and we're going to be like that until through next week. And then this is for Edinburgh today, by the way. And then we are going to drop below average for a very quite cold for around a 7-day period. And just look at some of the precipitation spikes with this, with the precipitation really getting going, as you can see, just there. So this is the average anyway. So this red line is the 30-year average from 1991 to 2020. Well, 29 years, but basically the 30-year average. And once again, we're getting the temperatures nearly down to that -5 line. So it's very, very unusual for the time of year. This is what we would be seeing in the winter. Now, it's a bit early for this, but so let's have a look at the snow depth, snow PNG. And we actually do have a little bit of a snow spike, which has actually surprised me just here. And we've got 2 little ones, and then there's one towards the end there. 2 little snow spikes on the 29th of September. So if you are in Scotland, there's a chance you could be seeing the first snow of the year before the end of September. Wow, wow, wow. Very, very interesting indeed. As you can tell, some of these are staying cold though. Like this member just here. This member goes cold just here. And it stays cold the entire time, as you can see. So, it looks like it's going to get more wet, windy and unsettled by the end. But that's not certain yet. We've got models up here, models in the middle, and models down here. Once again, well, not down here. So, you know, it could go any way by the end of the month as well. And we're going to finish off by ending on one of my favourite parts of the channel now, the ECMWF ensembles. This is the options on the table for the 24th, I think. Let me check. Yeah, the 24th of September. High pressure over Greenland, winds in from the north. High pressure over Greenland, winds from the north. High pressure over Greenland, winds from the north. So it's quite likely that we are going to be quite cold next week. Moving on to the 30th, we have got a lot more different options. So the ECMWF has 16 members with northerly winds. Still. We've got 11 members once again with northerly winds, but maybe the Atlantic's trying to get us milder with that one. We've got 8 members with southerly winds. No, northwesterly winds around that ridge. We've got another 8 with northerly winds, and we've got 8 turning milder off the Atlantic. Once again, maybe staying cold. And for a bit of fun, let's go all the way out to the 6th of October. These are the options on the table. 19 members of the 51. High pressure over the country. Winds in from the west. High pressure up to Scandinavia for 16 members. Winds in from the east. And we've got high pressure over the Atlantic and up towards Greenland. Low pressure trough there. And winds in from the north with the other 16 members. So it's all to play for as we go into the extended range. But over the next week it is going to be a lot colder and wetter than we have been seeing. Thanks everyone for tuning in. And we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.